Namaste, Hari Om. Welcome to Shevadhi channel. This video will be of interest to those who are preparing for the Samskrita Pravesha level exam conducted by Samskrita Bharati. It is coming up this month, end of this month. So this particular video and a couple of videos that are going to follow this particular video will help you in preparing for the exam by revising various topics and looking at some of the patterns of questions that you would be getting in the exam. So we will be revising the Pravesha syllabus topic wise, and hopefully it will help you with the exam preparation. So now we will be looking at the part 1 of the exam preparation series. We will take a quick look at the format of each lesson in your Pravesha textbook that you are already familiar with. It has a Sukti, Bhasha Abhyasa, Vyavaharika Shabda, Prahelika, Sangrahya Vishaya, and then Samskrita Vangmaya Parichaya, Katha, Samskrita Vyavaharaha, and Subhashitam. So this is the topic that you find in each and every lesson. This is the framework that is followed by Samskrita Bharati in each and every lesson of Pravesha. So it helps you to learn the language in from various angles, your vocabulary and the usage, and you have you get to test yourself by reading the katha. So this is a very nice format that is adopted by Samskrita Bharati in the Pravesha textbook. So we will be revising the syllabus through this topic itself. So that way you can go topic by topic, and you can test yourself with the questions that come up as well. That said, we will get started. We will obviously start with the prarthana as always. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Vagarthaviva Samvruktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om. Now the first topic that we will take up is Suktihi. So as you know, each and every chapter in the Pravesha textbook starts with a Sukti. Sukti means Suukti. It's a good saying that had all the 12 Suktis that are in your textbook. For each, at the beginning of each lesson, you will find a Sukti. So all these are captured here so that you have one slide with all the Suktis, and you can run through while you are preparing for your exam. And based on the Sukti, what type of questions will you be getting in the exam? If that is a question that comes to your mind, basically they will give a Sukti and say, explain that in English or the language of your choice that you have picked at the time of registration. You might have picked to learn Sanskrit through Kannada or Tamil or Telugu or whatever regional language, or you might have picked to learn through English. So when they say in the question they give this, let's say Arabdham Uttama Janaha na Parityajanti. So they will give this in the question, and they ask you to explain this Sukti in the chosen language, either in English or in any of the language that you have chosen. So you have to explain that, and you will find that explanation in the textbook as well. And you can add your own words, to show that you have understood the meaning of the Sukti. So as long as you convey the correct meaning of the Sukti in your answer, you will get good marks. You pretty much get full marks for such type of questions. So make sure you memorize all the Suktis. Type of question that you will get related to Sukti is answer the following questions in Sanskrit. So you will get some of these questions based on the Sukti. So if you have read the Sukti and understood the Sukti, you will have no difficulty in answering such questions. For example, we have some samples here. We are looking at the question number A. Uttama janaha kim na parityajanti. So the very first sukti from your textbook. Arabdham na parityajanti. Uttama janaha arabdham na parityajanti. That means good people do not give up what they have begun. So obviously good people would have started something good. So they don't really leave it in the middle. So Kesham asadhyam nasti. Sotsahanam asadhyam nasti. Dhīrāṇāṁ lakṣaṇāni kāni. Vikārahetau sati yesham chetāंसि na vikriyante te eva dhīrāha. So this is all based on the Sukti. So if you get this type of question, so memorizing and understanding the Sukti will definitely help you tackle these type of questions. Vidyamartham katham sadhayet. Kshanashah kanashah cha eva vidyamartham cha sadhayet. Kam lakshmihi upaiti. Lakshmihi udyoginam purusha simham upaiti. Mahatam ekarupata keshu bhavati. Mahatam ekarupata chitte vachi kriyayam cha bhavati. So these are some sample questions to show you how, what type of questions that you could possibly get. So based on this pattern, you can ask, after you revise your suktis, you can ask questions to yourself and try to answer such questions. To facilitate that process, we have given you some of these sample questions. Now moving on to fill in the blanks. So you can also get questions based on the sukti in the form of fill in the blanks. Chata saropi khalvekam dash karyavastuni. Try to recall the sukti and answer. We will give you the answer in a second. Sandigdhe karya vastuni. Jatasaropi khalvekam sandigdhe karya vastuni. Kriya siddhihi satve bhavati mahatam nopakarane. So it is not due to the instruments or whatever external things that you have, but with in order to succeed in something, some people have to have that capability within themselves. So that is the meaning of that sukti. Dash puja sthanam gunishu nacha dash nacha dash. Gunaha puja sthanam gunishu nacha lingam nacha lingaha nacha vayaha. Jivane dash syat dash tatodhikam. Jivane yavadadanam syat pradhanam tatodhikam. So this is yet another very good meaningful sukti which says we should always give more than what we receive. Dash nunam dash prapanne mahatvam uchaihi shirasam sativa. Kshudrepi nunam sharanam prapanne mamatvam uchaihi shirasam sativa. Mudaha dash buddhihi. Mudaha parapratyayaneya buddhihi. So you kind of get an idea now. So what type of questions could potentially come from the topic suktihi. So either to just a recap, so you can get questions where they give a sukti and ask you to explain that in the language of your choice, either English or any of the regional language that you might have chosen at the time of registration. And then you can also get answer in Sanskrit language, like that we saw some samples, and also fill in the blanks. In Sangraha Vishayaha topic, Devata Stutihi is there, and there you have shlokas of different gods and goddesses. Here in the next few slides, we have put together the shlokas so that you have all the shlokas in one place to revise. The very first one is on Guru. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So you have the meaning here. So make sure after you memorize the shloka, you also understand the shloka, and you don't have to explain this shloka verbatim, whatever that is given in the textbook, but it has to convey the meaning of that particular shloka. Okay. So if you cover the gist of the shloka, you get good marks, because the two types of questions that you will be getting is one is they will ask you to write a shloka on, let's say, Guru or Saraswati or Parvati, anything, they can give that way, or they can give a particular shloka and ask you to explain that in the chosen language. 10 into 2, that is 20 shlokas, so you can memorize. It's not only for the exam sake, but also for our own good, right? When we pray to the Almighty, that's always good for us. It gives us the strength to do our work, right? Shlokas every day, so that you can retain these in your memory. Or you can make an audio of these shlokas and also play these whenever you're doing some other work, you're driving or cooking or anything. So you can play this in the background, so it helps you in both memorizing and also retaining what you have memorized. The second shloka is Ajnanatimirandhasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Then you have two shlokas on Ganesha. Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadantam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Then you have two on Vishnu. Vasudevasutan Devam Kaunsachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. As said earlier, you memorize the shloka and also go through the meaning, because you might get a question where you have to explain the meaning of the shloka. Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Haraf Papani Haratat Shivo Dattam Sadashivam Na Janamiti No Bruyat Sarvagnya Padabhagyataha Asannaya Suduraya Guptaya Prakatatmane Sulabhayati Durgaya Maschitra Shambhave. Now on Saraswati. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Namaste Sharade Devi Kashmira Puravasini Tvamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidyam Buddhim Cha Dehi Me. Another point you have to remember is, You also practice by writing these shlokas, because when you get a question to write the shloka, you have to make sure that you have written the shloka which is grammatically correct. The spelling, there should not be any spelling mistake and grammatical mistakes. So practice writing at least every other day, so that that will ensure that you don't end up making these writing errors. And Surya, the god, the Lord Surya, you have two shlokas. ध्येयः सदा सवितृमण्डलमध्यवर्ती नारायणः सरसिजासनसन्निविष्टः केयूरवान् मकरकुण्डलवान् किरीटी हारी हिरण्यवपुर्धृतशङ्खचक्रः तं सूर्यं जगतां नाथं ज्ञानविज्ञानमोक्ष्यदम् महापापहरं देवं तं सूर्यं प्रणमाम्यहम्. On Parvati, goddess Parvati, you have two more shlokas. सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते अन्नपूर्णे सदापूर्णे शङ्करप्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि च पार्वती. रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः. आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. On Lord Anjaneya, मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगिता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्. Again, a reminder. Please recite the shloka and understand the meaning by going through the meaning given, and write as well. Write any one shloka on Guru. As I mentioned earlier, you can expect this type of question where they will ask you to write a shloka on Guru or Goddess Saraswati or on Lord Ganesha, like that. Okay. Here, one sample question is write any one shloka on Guru. So you have two. So obviously you have to pick the shloka that is given in the textbook. So here we have listed Guru Brahma and also Ajnana Timirandhasya. You can write any one of these. And the question based on the Devata Stuti. Ka Parabrahma Swarupini. So if you remember and recall and understand the meaning of this Devata Stuti, you will be able to answer these type of questions. Mahalakshmi Parabrahma Swarupini. Hanumat Smaranat Kim Bhavet? Buddhirbalam Yashaha Dhairyam Nirbhayatvam Arogita Ajadyam Vakpadutvam cha Hanumat Smaranat Bhavet. Ka Shankara Pranavallabha? Annapurna Shankara Pranavallabha. Jagatam Nathaha Kaha? Suryaha Jagatam Nathaha. Tvam Kidrusham Ramam Namasi? Aham Apadamapa Hartaram Tataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Namami. So one thing is, obviously you have to know the shloka on Rama to be able to answer this question. Along with that, when the question is given as in terms of Tvam, right, you have to, when you answer the question, you have to change it to Aham. and obviously the corresponding verb will also change. In this particular session, we covered two topics. One was Sukti and another one was Devata Stuti, and we went over the type of questions that you could possibly get with some sample questions as well. I hope this helps you with your exam preparation. We will be posting the second part of this exam preparation video tomorrow. So happy learning and wish you the best with the exam preparation. Hari Om, Shubhamastu. Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu.